Hello.
Hello, nice to have you there. Thanks for joining us. It's mince pie time. Can you see mince pie? What do you mean? What's mince pie? I'll explain all in a minute. The thing with mince pies is that you need cream or custard or ice cream or just on its own. Now, mince pie is something typically English. Oh, by the way, hello, welcome. Uncle Geoff's Easy-Peasy English, a conversation, a chat over a mince pie. Now, these are typically British. I don't know if you have them in your country. Once, when I was teaching at a language school in England, because at the moment we are in Portugal, when I was teaching in England, at Christmas time, we had, or the boss of the school got mince pies for all the students. So at lunchtime, a break, we finished early before the Christmas holidays, and the boss of the school got mince pies for all the teachers and all the students. Students from all over the world came to Bournemouth to learn English. Excuse me. And he gave everybody a mince pie.
How do you spell mince pie?
Oh, how do you spell mince pie? M-I-N-C-E-P-I-E-E. One mince pie. Done.
Oh, it didn't. Oh, yeah, you said it. Yeah.
Did it go?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we had mince pies before the Christmas holiday. And most students, especially those in Germany, from Germany, absolutely hated mince pies. And they said, oh no, they're horrible. I'm not going to eat it. It tastes awful. It's a unique flavor. It isn't minced beef. It isn't meat, because sometimes you can have mince meat as a main course, as with potatoes and gravy, but this isn't minced meat. It isn't minced beef or lamb or chicken or whatever. It's fruit, it's apple, it's sultanas, it's grapes, it's orange, it's raisins, it's all kinds of fruit mixed with sugar, cooked, so it gets quite dark and sticky. Maybe you can see a little bit. Let me just get my spoon. I'll put the cream on in a minute. And if I just open it up a little bit, you can see it's very dark. But the flavor is wonderful. And it's, spices, not hot spicy,
cinnamon.
But cinnamon, sugar, like Christmas type flavors.
Say hello to Turkey.
Oh, hello, Turkey. Thank you for being there. And hello, Saudi. Hello again. Lots of viewers from Saudi and Turkey, which is lovely. Yeah, so mince pie, you can have them on their own. They are much better hot. Cooked warmed in the oven, or perhaps in the microwave, but in the oven. So they are nicer warm, but you can eat them cold. They're already cooked, and they're in pastry, like a cake pastry.
Do they eat mince pie in America?
I'm not sure. Do we have any viewers today in the USA? Do you have mince pies? I'm not sure. Yes and no. I'm not 100% sure, but definitely in the UK.
Hello from Sweden.
Oh, hi Sweden. Thank you for joining us.
Hello to everyone.
Hello to everyone. So mince pies, you can have them hot with cream, like poured cream, ice cream. Then you've got the hot pie and the cold ice cream. Lovely. You can, of course, have custard, like a vanilla sauce in England. In the UK, we love custard. Maybe you know it in your country, but certainly in the UK, we love custard on anything and everything for a dessert. Or you can have a squirty spray cream, which is what I like.
And the cats.
And we have two cats
TV.
At the one is sitting by the television, but they love squirty cream. Why is it called squirty cream? Because you squirt it. You go and it comes out and it squirts out.
Someone like you, easy-peasy English.
Thank you for being there. So, mince pie, spoon, cream, and then, can you see that?
Ooh.
Like so. And then, cream, mince pie, and then eat it. Let me just enjoy for a moment.
Well, the question. What it like 70 years ago to ask a woman out?
What?
70 years ago to ask a woman out. Where is your reading?
My in the other room. I can't read with these these are distance glasses. I need close-up glasses. What, 70 years ago to ask a woman out? What was it like 70 years ago? I don't know.
You're 110.
Oh yes, I'm 110. So when I was 40, 70. Yeah, that's right. So when I was 40, you just said, "Would you like to go out for a drink, or would you like to meet me for a mince pie?" So lots of possibilities. So cheeky person. Who is that person?
I have no idea.
How cheeky, but lovely. Thank you.
Yeah, bird custard.
Bird's custard. Yeah. Any brand, birds.
What do we use?
Oh,
it's in the cupboard.
yes, in the cupboard. Ambrosia.
Yeah.
There's another one that make baked beans. Heinz don't do it, but there's another brand. Huntley and no. Maybe Branston
don't know.
do custard, but yeah, Ambrosia and Birds are the most famous in the UK.
Very sweet.
Very sweet. Me or the mince pie? Actually, the mince pie is very sweet, and I think that's why lots of students hated it, because it's too sweet.
Yeah.
I mean, really, really sweet.
You've got a
But
sweet
because I'm
tooth.
British and I have a sweet tooth, I love it.
God. You're a lovely person.
Thank you very much. Very healthy.
Not sure about that.
No, not very healthy, I'm afraid.
Greeting from Saudi.
It's only sometimes at Christmas.
Yeah.
You don't usually have mince pies at any other time.
You do.
The thing is, the shops, the supermarkets in the UK start selling them in October.
Yeah.
October for mince pies? Crazy. But they do.
So, hello from Saudi.
Oh, hello, Saudi. Thank you for being there.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Oh,
You remind me my English teacher. I had one lady.
I lived in the Middle East. Oh, okay. Yes, all us English teachers are a bit crazy, and we like just eating and talking. It's lovely.
Where are you from, mister?
I'm from England. I was born in London 100 years ago. And I have taught English to foreign students for 100 years almost. So I love teaching. I love learning. So it's nice. And I like talking to new people. It's lovely.
Would make my day
Uncle,
after watching
make my day after watching you.
Oh, that's good.
Thank you.
Hi.
You're very kind.
You're a wonderful gentleman.
I know, it's true. Thank you.
Oh, someone said you are sweet, not a mince pie.
Thank you. Who said that? Must be a nice person. Thank you very much.
I said, thank you from Spain for your lessons.
We're from Spain.
Yeah.
Ah,
I
hi, Spain. Thanks for being there.
From Saudi, yeah.
Or looking in from Saudi.
Thank you.
Oh, by the way, thank you for the roses and the diamonds and lots of likes we had the other day.
Cakes, yeah.
Oh, and we had some birthday cakes. You know,
Yeah.
the little
Yeah.
emojis from before. So thank you very much for those. It's really good.
Love you, sir. So it's allowed
you
to go
too.
crazy in December.
Allowed to go.
Have to go back to
Go back on something, yeah. It's true. You go crazy in December, you eat too much, mad, and then you go on a diet in January.
Yeah.
And in England, we sometimes make a New Year's resolution. So like a promise for the new year. So you eat too much.
Yours?
My New Year's resolution is to stop eating so many mince pies and chocolate. And to buy my wife a diamond ring.
Chocolate.
Oh yeah. Chocolate. We love chocolate. It's terrible, isn't it?
You're amazing.
But it's December. What can you do?
You're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Greeting from Hungary.
And again, not really a grammar lesson today. It's just a little conversation, listening practice, listening to normal, everyday spoken English.
Not sure about normal, but
No, maybe not very normal.
thank you for the roses.
I need more cream.
Is it all dissolved?
Yeah.
Disappeared? Oh, good. That's all right.
Terrible.
Someone from Ukraine, but
I'm from
looking
Ukraine.
from Poland, probably.
Okay. Are you working in Poland? Are you working in Poland? Are you just studying in Poland?
Yeah. It must be late.
Why are you in Poland? Huh?
It must be late in Poland.
It was time, maybe 1 hour ahead, Poland.
But again,
or maybe 2 hours ahead.
So,
1 or 2 hours.
Yeah, we got a lot of people from Ukraine living in Portugal.
That's true. We have here in Portugal. In Portugal it's nearly 8:15 in the evening, 2013, and so maybe in Poland it's maybe 1 hour, 2 hours ahead. But yeah, here in Portugal, in the Algarve, where we are in the southern Portugal, the hotter area, we go to a nice little restaurant, and the owner is from the Ukraine, and his staff are all from the Ukraine. So we often go there, and so there are lots of people from the Ukraine living in Portugal, well, in southern Portugal.
People from Brazil. More people sending you
Hello,
roses.
Brazil. Oh, more roses, thank you. I like flowers. I was expecting 70. Your age is 70s, not 100. You are gifted, sir. No, 100, 110.
110.
At least.
Oh my God.
Ancient Uncle Geoff.
Oh, what are you eating? Write it down. Mince pie. Do it later.
Mince pies. Very British.
Yeah.
A typical British. MINCE space PIE.
PIE.
Mince pie.
Okay.
Where does it come up?
Later.
Oh, you come later.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I wish you'd live longer, 100 years more.
Me too. It would be nice.
Yeah. Why do you have words to write but not read?
Why do you have words to write but not read? I don't know what you mean. Who are you? I can't remember.
That's German, isn't it?
Natürlich Schweizer Schoki.
What does it
Lintensprüngli. Swiss chocolate. Okay, yeah, it's back to front because it's YouTube. It's TikTok. So it's back to front. But yeah, real, natural Swiss chocolate.
Is it Swiss chocolate?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you for your tips on TikTok. Getting a lot of English lesson from. Hello.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
Spain. Big hugs from Spain.
Hugs from Spain. Thank you. Big hugs back to you too.
Yeah. Poland.
I live and work in Poland. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, nice. Do you know something about Brazil? I'm from Brazil.
Not a lot. They grow a lot of coffee in Brazil.
We just know the Portuguese they speak is completely different from Portugal.
Yeah, we know that Portuguese is different in Portugal than in Brazil.
My friend's wife is a Portuguese lady. They couldn't run the clinic. Adam's wife is Portuguese.
Is she?
Yeah, that's why they went to Cascade to.
We're having a conversation. Hang on a minute. You can't hear what she's saying.
She. That's why they tried to run the clinic in Cascade.
Oh.
And then, but she couldn't understand nobody, so they have to hire a receptionist.
Oh, okay.
But she's Brazilian.
Oh, she's Brazilian?
She's Brazilian. The wife is Brazilian. Husband is Australian.
Oh, okay. Well, there we are. You learn something new every day. At my language school, at my own language school, and the ones I've worked for in the UK, we had lots of students from Brazil. They were always the happiest.
Oh, really?
Brazilian students, always the happiest. Student always smiling, singing, dancing. At parties, they're always dancing. So, yeah, always happy.
From Panama.
From Panama. Hello.
9:15 in Poland. It is an hour ahead. It is further. Someone loved your UK accent.
Like the mince pies?
Yeah.
Mince pie is lovely.
Where do you live?
We live in southern Portugal, in the Algarve, near a town called Lagos, which is on the south coast. Natural.
Greeting from over there.
Venezuela. Hello. It was really nice. My English became better because of watching your Easy-Peasy. Yeah, very good. Always good. Yeah, the more you listen, the more you hear, the more you get into the sound of the language.
You can't finish your mince pie, could you?
My last bit. Hang on.
Yay!
The last bit of mince pie. Do you see the Christmas? Little Christmas mug bowl.
You're such a nice man.
Thank you.
Someone originally from Bangladesh. Maybe went to Saudi. Yeah, thank you for the roses.
Yeah. More roses, yeah, thank you. So I'm originally from Bangladesh. So where are you living now?
I think he's from Saudi.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for the likes and the roses. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I need something to drink now.
Getting dry.
Coffee would be nice, or tea, but I just have a bottle of water at the moment. Might have a coffee later.
Yeah. Are you all ready for Christmas?
Yeah. Do you celebrate Christmas in your country?
Would you like to?
Because we are in Portugal. Yes, we have a typically British Christmas in Portugal, which is a bit strange. We were surprised the first time we came here to Portugal that it was very quiet. Nothing really was happening. Just a few things.
They celebrate Christmas
around the church.
Eve.
Christmas Eve, exactly. It's at different days, different timings. And I think in some other countries, Portugal as well, maybe January the 5th is an important day, whereas in England we don't really celebrate or mark the 5th of January, 12 days after the 25th. We don't usually mark that, but other countries do. So it depends, or generally the 6th, maybe the 5th, 6th. So yeah, it depends wherever you are in your part of the world.
From Germany.
Some countries, of course, don't celebrate Christmas.
What the meaning is?
It's raining cats and dogs. It's raining very heavily. It's raining cats and dogs means the rain is coming down very hard. It's just pouring down, like as if you empty a bucket of water. Heavy rain for a long period. It's raining cats and dogs.
Hello from Germany.
Oh, hi Germany. Thank you for joining us tonight. When will you visit Saudi Arabia or Dubai? Who knows?
When the travel
One day perhaps. Yeah, when travel restrictions. When travel restrictions get better, then or get easier, then there's more of a chance to travel and visit other places, isn't there? But at the moment it's difficult.
What do you do Boxing
What do you do in Boxing Day? And why do you celebrate it? Boxing Day, that's the day after Christmas Day. So Christmas Day in the UK and other countries is December the 25th of December. Boxing Day is the following day, the 26th of December. One of my brothers has his birthday on Boxing Day. So we celebrate twice in a way. But Boxing Day, it comes in a way, from what people understand, it used to be the rich house owners would give their servants a little box, a little present, the day after Christmas. All the rich families would have their presents on Christmas Day, and the staff, the butler, the maids, the cleaner, everybody would have to work on Christmas Day to look after the rich people, the lords and the ladies, the kings and the queens. So Boxing Day then became their day to give them presents. They would have a day off and they would get presents, little Christmas box, which is one of the reasons they call it Boxing Day.
What's the difference between your name, Jeffrey, and Jeffrey with J? Spelling?
Talk to my mum and my dad. They know. Jeffrey with a G is more British. Jeffrey with a J is more American. So because I was born in England, I was named Jeffrey with a G. Geoffrey. And
so Uncle. You're going to ask?
Oh, okay. So this is, I don't know if you can see that this, okay, the Christmas father had lost his head, but this is my mum and dad on their wedding day 200 years ago. So it's an old picture.
She was beautiful.
Yeah, my mum there was 19 years old. I guess my dad was maybe 23, 24, I think, about that time. So that's my mum and dad. And we put this picture, because my mum and dad died a few years ago, we put that picture on our Christmas tree. So we always remember my mum and dad. Okay, well, let's go back. Oh, yeah, Jeffrey. So that's why, yeah, Jeffrey with a G is more British than American.
Did you prepare the box for the people who work for you?
My wife. Here's a box of chocolates.
Don't want to put away. Okay.
So, yeah, nice.
Michael Jackson.
It's not by Michael Jackson, who sings the what? Doggone, The Girl Is Mine. Yeah, The Girl Is Mine, famous Michael Jackson song. Doggone, the girl is mine. It means, wow, I'm happy. Wow, fantastic, the girl is mine. So again, an old American expression. Maybe it means the dog has gone away. I don't know. Maybe they're happy. I'm not sure. But, yep. It means, wow, amazing, fantastic, the girl is mine. I heard that there's a story people used to keep their pets on the rooftop when it was raining so hard. Possibly, that could be where it comes from. I must look it up. The origins of raining cats and dogs. So maybe if the rain is coming down too hard and there are cats on the roof, because cats used to sit on the roof and meow for hours. Maybe the rain was so heavy, it washed the cats off the roof and they all fell down into the garden. Who knows? I must research. But it's a nice expression for describing the weather, because in England it nearly always rains.
God bless you.
Love comes out, yeah, thank you.
Oh, you look like your dad. You look
like your dad.
Yeah, you have
Yes, in a way, yes, it's true. Somewhere there's a picture of him, more recent picture, but I can't think where at the moment. But yeah, of course, when I was much younger, so maybe 80 or 90 years ago, I used to have lots of hair. When I was a little boy, I had lots of really curly hair, and my dad has lots of hair. And when he died, he still had lots of hair. It had turned grey by the time, because he was quite old. But he had lots of hair into his old age. Whereas me, it's all disappeared a long time ago.
You're a nice person.
Thank you very much.
When the pets fall down on them after heavy rain.
Yeah, maybe something like that. I don't know.
Your wife on the left.
Is it your wife on the left? She's so sweet. Sweet? Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes. That. Want to have a little look? Oh, you. She's too shy. Too shy.
Oh, God.
That's an old song. Geoff, don't sing.
Nice
There's no alcohol in that mince pie, was there?
You sure you didn't put any?
I didn't know. Sometimes you can put alcohol in the mince pies.
Oh, there's a
when
brandy
you make
butter.
Them.
Is that brandy?
Oh, and brandy butter. You can make butter with alcohol, brandy, and have that with mince pies. So all kinds of things you can have.
Best channel on TikTok.
Best channel on TikTok ever. Thank you. Watching this podcast makes me fly. I'm so happy. Love you guys. Thank you. Well, I'm glad you like it.
You're very famous in Saudi.
Very famous in Saudi.
Oh,
excellent.
God.
Tell all your friends. Get them to follow. Like and follow Uncle Geoff's Easy-Peasy English. And of course, there's the YouTube channel where the lessons are much longer. With TikTok, you have 1 minute to do something. Today we did say and tell. But on YouTube, there's a longer lesson on say and tell and longer lessons on lots of grammar things. Yeah. So
maybe I should get a job in Saudi, should I? Then you can go to teach in Saudi.
That's a thought. Yeah, my wife was offered a job in Saudi because she is a chiropractor. You know chiropractor?
In Riyadh.
In Riyadh, yeah.
Riyadh.
And they said, come and work in our clinic. So maybe when travel restrictions are better, maybe we'll go to Saudi. I will sit and do TikTok videos, and my wife will go out to work as a chiropractor in a clinic.
Listening help improving speaking skills.
Could listening help improve? Yeah, for sure. Yes, definitely, without a doubt. Because if you're listening to natural spoken English, the natural rhythm of English, because English is rhythm stressed. And so the more you hear that rhythm, the more you try to copy that rhythm to repeat it yourself, then your speaking becomes better. If your teacher in your country is not a native speaker, they maybe speak with a very flat tone. For example, I went to London to see the Queen, and you write it down, I went to London, and all the class, I went to London to see the Queen. But that's not how British people speak. British people go, I went to London to see the Queen. The little words in the middle, in between the verbs and the nouns, are not stressed, and you just hear the important words, nouns and verbs. Went, London, see, Queen. That you understand. I, to, the. There's no meaning to I, to, the, but I went to London to see the Queen. 4 words, but I, to, the have no meaning. But went, London, see Queen, or saw Queen, see Queen, you understand. So the important words, nouns, verbs, stressed. Other ones, not.
Clever.
And the more you practice, the better you get.
Does your hearing disappear because of your wife?
Does my hearing disappear because of the word nag all the time? Only joking, dear. And my hearing, and my hearing sometimes disappears. I say, sorry, pardon, what? What do you want to say?
When do you go into Brazil?
Who knows? Maybe one day. But I have never been to Brazil.
No.
But it would be nice. It would be nice to go there, to experience it, It's always nice to travel to other places to experience another way of life.
Yeah, thank you for more roses and
yeah, well, yeah, thank you for the roses and the likes and everything.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Us,
yeah, thanks for following us. Yeah, we do like follows. It's nice when you go onto TikTok later or tomorrow or whatever, and you see lots of red follows. It's lovely. So thank you.
By the way,
you have a nice wife. Do you think? Yes, you're right. It's true. I agree.
You're in trouble, Jeffrey.
I know.
Come to Iraq.
Yeah. So many countries to visit.
We just got one Uncle Geoff.
So many things to do and so little time. What can you do? But yeah, nice. So it's nice to have all the comments. Oh, what shall we eat and drink now?
Do you want a chocolate bowl?
No, it takes ages to eat those.
Do you want a monkey?
Oh, no, I'll have one of these.
I have one too.
Nice Swiss chocolates. I do like these. Crash.
Fireplace, you're warm enough.
Oh, I'm very warm. Oh, can you see the Christmas tree in the background? I forgot to mention the Christmas tree. Or must it? I'll talk in a minute. Let me just eat this.
Lint chocolate.
Swiss chocolatiers. Yeah, Lindt chocolate. Yeah, true. I love Swiss chocolate. English chocolate is nice as well, but Swiss chocolate is lovely. Different.
You firm.
Swiss chocolate seems creamier, milkier. But Happy Christmas to you too. It's lovely. It's a very British thing, isn't it? Everything is lovely. We like to say, oh yeah, the weather is lovely. The food is lovely. It's quite, it's safe. If you go to someone's house for dinner and they say, oh, are you enjoying the meal? Are you enjoying it? Is it okay? Everything okay? Oh, yes, it's lovely. Even if it's a horrible dinner and you hate it, you can't say that to your host. So, oh, yeah, it's lovely, thank you. Oh, yes, it's lovely.
You always say it's interesting as well.
That's another way to say, oh, yeah, interesting. It's not really interesting, it's really quite boring, but you have to show enthusiasm. So, being polite.
Yeah, it's important when I'm speaking to concentrate on grammar, because when I do that is this.
Yeah, is it important while I'm speaking to concentrate on the grammar? Because when I do this, it's distracting. Yes and no. I mean, that's a problem. Because you as a non-native speaker are concentrating on the grammar, it's difficult to join all the words together. So then it's distracting for the listener to understand what you're saying. But that's down to confidence. If you perhaps relax a little more, don't concentrate too much on trying to get the grammar right, verb, subject, verb, object, put all the prepositions in the right place, do the right tenses.
Hello, Chelsea.
Yes, it's important, but much nicer, whatever you say, a native speaker like me will understand what you're trying to say most of the time. If it's really all over the place, then we'll go, sorry, pardon, what? But generally, try not to concentrate too much on the grammar. Concentrate more on just saying what you feel and how you think. And a native speaker will understand it, for sure.
Iraq. Sure. Hello from Iraq.
Hi, Iraq. Thank you for joining us.
Love
the English or the boost. Oh, I love boost.
Don't make it about chocolate. Oh my God, Uncle Geoff, please.
Cadbury's Boost. One of my favourites. There is an English supermarket here in Portugal, that sells lots of English foods, because English people that live here like to have the things from their own country. They like those little extra treats from home. And so this shop sells Boost bars, chocolate bars, chewy toffee inside, chocolate on the outside, nuts, beautiful. However, because Portugal is quite hot, normally a Boost bar, imagine my glasses case is a Boost bar. It's quite thick, yeah? It's quite high and rounded and imagine delicious. Because Portugal is very hot, in the summer, the Boost bars on the supermarket shelf get hot and start to melt, and they get flatter. And so when you buy it, it's a bit like a TV controller. So you've got the nice, thick thing of the original Boost, but on the supermarket shelf, it's thin like a TV controller. So it still tastes about the same, but it hasn't got quite the right feel to it. But such is life. What can you do? Oh yeah, they like Cadbury's chocolate.
How old are you, teacher?
Yeah, where did I say that? No, just how are you?
Oh, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay. You're so polite.
British people are so polite, and I love it. Yeah, generally British people are polite most of the time. So yeah, you don't want to excuse me. You don't want to offend people, make people unhappy. So you say nice things most of the time. Are you from the UK? Yes, I am. I was born in London a long time ago. Born in London, lived in England for a long time, and then decided to move to Portugal, where the weather is nicer. There is nearly always blue sky and sunshine.
Not this week.
Not so much now. Not today, anyway. And so the weather is nicer in England. It's raining cats and dogs all the time.
You don't use that phrase often.
We don't use it. It's quite an old-fashioned phrase now. We don't use it very often at all. Just sometimes. Yes, it's raining cats and dogs. It's nice weather for ducks. Meaning it's very wet because they like to swim in the water, so it's nice weather for ducks.
Okay.
It's pouring down, it's chucking it down. Different expressions to describe the rain in England.
Now they ask how old I am.
How old are you? 110. What can I say?
That's the official
I
number.
feel about 40 or 50. So, but I'm about 110.
That's the official number.
The official number, yeah.
Oh my God.
No, my real age is a secret. So there we are. Yeah.
Nice weather for ducks. Wonderful phrase. I hardly ever heard that.
Now, again, some of these expressions you don't hear. Sometimes you see TikTok videos, and people say they give all these. They give what expression do they use? Basic English, advanced English, and then they'll say it's raining heavily, and then advanced English, it's raining cats and dogs, or it's lovely weather for ducks. It's not advanced English. It's just everyday conversation, and people don't use it anymore. It's nice to know it, to recognize it. You might see it in a book. You might hear it on an old TV show, but no one really uses it. Have you read the Quran? No, I haven't. I haven't. That's like the Arabic religious book.
Oh,
No, I haven't. No. No. In Swiss German, you say was a Schiff? A Schiff? What's that? Or what, for raining or what?
Yeah.
Is that for raining?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Es regnet. Maybe that's too. It's raining in German, but yeah. Okay.
I don't understand British movies.
I can't understand British movies. Yeah, it's so difficult. Not like the US movies.
Oh.
Yeah, yes and no. English movies, maybe because you have seen so many American movies, you're used to hearing the American accent. When you hear or when you watch a British movie, like James Bond or whatever, it's British accents. More difficult to understand because you don't hear it so often. So maybe you should watch more movies or watch more Uncle Geoff videos to hear British English.
Say hello to this
But it's
lady.
difficult.
She was there on Sunday.
Oh, Effie, yeah, hi Effie. Nice to see you there again today. Thanks. Your soul is light, yeah, I think. I think you mean that. I think you mean I'm quite sort of chill and relaxed and nice and happy and friendly. I think that's what it means. Yeah. So some nice comments.
Yeah. Yes. Tonight we're going to watch better that cancer thing at 9 o'clock.
Oh yeah. What's the time now?
About 15 minutes.
Oh, about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Here in England, there's I say here in England, we're watching English TV. We're in Portugal, we watch English television. There was a program on last night and tonight about making people aware of the different cancers that people get. And it's funny, it's sad. There are lots of emotions when you watch the program, and it's on TV in about 15 minutes. So we're going to stop soon to watch that. My heart belongs to England. Are you from London? Yes, I am. Southwest London, Fulham, and Chelsea, in between both football stadiums, closer to Chelsea Stadium than Fulham Stadium.
Is it what that is?
Yeah, so
that's how it works.
That's why I support Chelsea and not Fulham, because I was born closer to Chelsea Stadium than Fulham Stadium.
Is it what that is?
That's the main reason.
Yeah.
And also, Chelsea had lots of good players years ago. Hi from Brazil. Hi there. Are you political? No. No, for TikTok and teaching, no politics, no religion, no bad words. It's just friendly every day.
Yes.
Because lots of people can be upset by lots of different things. So no, not political whatsoever. Hi from Germany. Hiya. Thanks for being there. Yeah. Indeed. Yeah. I can't read his name, but I understand what you're saying. So
hello from Germany.
Thank you for the
comments.
comments.
Practice your German.
I must practice my German. Yeah. What now?
Yeah. And someone from Germany.
Also, guten Abend. Willkommen an diese or diesem or dieses.
Don't squeeze your eyes.
Right. Die, der, das. Extremely complicated. So I never know which one to use.
From Istanbul.
Hi, Istanbul. Thank you for being there.
Istanbul?
Istanbul, Turkey.
Yeah, the second one today.
Yeah.
Germany is calling.
Germany is calling.
Yay.
I liked Falco. Who? Falco. What was that?
Which is that singer? The song is very popular at the moment in China.
What's his name? It's an old song that on TikTok in China. They use a German song as one of their backing tracks to lots of the videos. There's a German singer with a very sort of rough voice, but the song is a few years old, about 10 years old or something. 20 years old. So it's a very old song, but very popular on Chinese TikTok. Oh yeah, guten Abend. Thanks for being there. Thank you. Greetings from Colombia. Yeah, saludos desde Colombia.
If I can find his name.
Yeah, if you can find his name. Yeah, I like lots of German. I like lots of old German singers because Uncle Geoff is very romantic. So I like Roland Kaiser, Nicole. This is in years 1980s. And what's his name? I think a guy from South Africa who sings in German. I can't remember his name, but there are lots from that era, the 1980s era, long time ago. But I just like the songs. It was the Deutsche Schlager, those kind of sing-along songs. crazy, I know, but I am a bit crazy. I can't help it. Yeah, guten Abend. You're a good man, thank you. How are you? I really like you. I like you too. Thank you for saying that.
Oh yeah, Allah Haji Hala Hala Hala.
Who? What?
30年过去了，这位耄耋的。
Oh, I've stopped it. Yeah, so that's
1991.
1991. Aloha Heja Hey. 1991. Wow. So that was,
popular.
and it's really popular on Chinese TikTok because you got the international version, which is English and Spanish, but China has their own special TikTok, and that's really popular on Chinese TikTok.
Yeah, amazing teacher. Thank you for everything.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the nice comments.
Have a nice evening.
Yeah. Good night, mate.
Hello from
Hello from Kurdistan. Yeah, and the Ukraine again. Wow. English is very clear to understand. Good. I'm glad you can understand it. From Algeria as well. Yeah. I have to speak English like as the British do one day. Lots of practice. That's all it is. Practice, practice, practice. You're talking the Southeast English. It's true. Named the received. Yeah. Basically, I speak. Yeah, received pronunciation, RP. Yeah. I used to work for the BBC, so I speak journalist English, RP, received pronunciation. So it's quite a nice, proper sound. Not so much of a strong. Falco's from Austria. That's true. Yes, true. German is so difficult. Yeah, Falco's from Austria. I went to see him once in a concert. I was in Zurich. And Falco was doing a concert in Zurich, in Switzerland. I went to see him because I was working on the radio. They gave me some free tickets for the show. There weren't many people in the concert, but he sang, this is his hits. So that was quite nice. You need some people to
not today.
No, not COVID-19.
Not December.
Too serious.
Yeah.
Let's be happy. Yeah, from Azerbaijan. Hello. So, yes, peace upon you too in Iraq. In German, oh my goodness. Der Kommissar.
Oh, is that him?
That was another good song.
Oh, okay.
Der Kommissar. Oh, hang on. What, Der Kommissar?
Oh.
Get him. Yeah. Yep. Another of my favourite songs from the 1980s. I'm very old.
Yeah.
Der Kommissar. Yeah. Also a TV series too, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Is or was a TV show on German TV.
How often do you
How often do you make a live streaming?
3 times a week.
Yeah, definitely. Always once a week. Usually twice
Sunday.
a week. Yeah. We do a Sunday show, Sunday morning, usually, to do grammar pronunciation, and we try to do a little conversation thing in the middle of the week, just to chat, to hear. Natural spoken English, and maybe a little bit of grammar here and there, but not too much. Thank you for the rose. Thank you so much. Howard Carpendale.
Who's that?
A guy, I think he's from South Africa, very popular in Switzerland, maybe Germany too, but he sings in German, but he has a certain accent to his voice. And instead of going like, Ich bin or ich bin is more ich bin, a different sound. And Germany and Austria and Switzerland love the way he sings. Howard Carpendale, Hello Again. One of Uncle Geoff's favourite songs. Hello again. Du ich möchte dir heute noch sehen, or something like that.
You're
sending me off. Quick, let's go. Let's watch some TV.
Don't watch the TV. It's sad.
Yeah, I know. It is sad.
But
the program is sad. It's happy. It makes you cry. It makes you laugh. And there are some nice stories behind the sadness. And it's important to think about things like cancer and to check your body, check that you are safe. If you find something that isn't right, go and see the doctor. So
Yeah.
it's awareness.
Yeah.
So which is good.
Cool.
Come to Azerbaijan, yeah, one day. What about Frank Sinatra? Yeah, I love Frank Sinatra. That very relaxed, old American style of singing, beautiful.
Yeah, 3 times we just answered it.
Yeah,
Yeah, BBC.
BBC. Yeah, I worked for the BBC for a long time.
Iraq.
Yep. Hello, Iraq. Peace to you too. What's your favourite modern British TV series? Oh, I like. What was that? A detective one I like.
Line of Duty.
Line of Duty. Line of Duty. Very good. If you get a chance to watch that sometime, somewhere, somehow.
Not the last one, though.
No, the last one wasn't very good because it was made during COVID times and it affected filming and everything. But earlier, Line of Duty is very good stories. Stay with us, don't watch that TV play. No, I've got to, it's very good. Although I can watch it on replay.
Yeah.
But it's better to do it live.
Yeah.
Da da da. Oh yeah, da da da. Trio. See, it's all my favourites.
Sorry, I was too young for
Are
it.
you, are you as old as me? Possibly. Who is this that's
I
doing
have no idea.
it? I can't see the person's name.
Don't.
Let me just try and.
I think the name.
Yes.
Okay, never
Not the
mind.
right photo, yeah. Oh, yeah, Ishbin instead of Ishbin. Yep, exactly. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Didn't I say that? I said that. But yeah, I like those Howard Carpendale songs. So it's just my kind of romantic, lovey-dovey song. And somewhere in my music collection, I've got lots of, Roland Kaiser, Howard Carpendale, all of those.
You like an Italian person?
Italian songs I like as well. Nena is German. Nena, I like her songs.
Don't know.
Gianna Nannini, Italian singer, very, very gravelly voice.
Sexy voice.
Sexy voice, yeah. I love those kind of voices that have emotion in their singing, in their voice. So it's good.
Yeah.
Hello, Uncle. Happy to see you too.
Oh, this person 50.
Oh, I'm 50. Yeah, so kind of that era. You kind of grew up with those kinds of songs. Although you were very young, 10 years old at the time. Because 1980s, yes, 40 years ago, isn't it? So, 35. Howard Carpendale, 35 years back. Major Tom, another good song. See, you and me, we like the same music, which is really funny. That's really nice, yeah. And
through
somewhere, through the internet, here is me in Portugal, from England, talking to you in Germany,
TikTok.
via TikTok, and we like the same music. How weird, how strange, how funny is that? It's
Why
lovely.
did you choose uncle to introduce yourself? Because you don't want to call great-grandfather.
I've got lots of followers in China because my wife is from China. We also do things on Chinese TikTok, and which is different to the international TikTok that we're on now. And I have lots of people that follow me on Chinese TikTok. And because I am so old, because all the Chinese TikTok is all beautiful young faces, good bodies, beautiful faces, beauty cam, young boys and girls, young men and women, and then you get me. And so they call me Grandpa, grandfather, grandpa, granddad. So in China, I'm Granddad Geoff. In the rest of the world, I'm Uncle Geoff. But it started when I was teaching in England. I said, I'm going to write a book because all my students said, hey, Geoff, you make learning fun and interesting. I'm learning a lot from you. So I said, one day I will write a book. I'll call it Uncle Geoff's Easy-Peasy English. I never did write the book, although some of it is on my computer, maybe one day. But I said, I'll call it Uncle Geoff's Easy-Peasy English. And so I haven't got the book, but I have got the video channel. So that's the reason why it's Uncle Geoff.
Mm-hmm. Well, Bonnie Taylor.
Bonnie Tyler, yeah. It's a heartache.
Still young, don't worry.
Still young, though, exactly. It's all in the mind. It's all in the mind.
Yeah.
Age is just a number. So, yeah. Is it time to finish, do you think?
You can keep talking if you want and then watch it later.
Yeah, we can always watch it as a replay, can't
Yes, it's lovely to talk to
we? Yeah.
people.
Hello from Germany. The country of the what? Hang on, let me get back. No, we mustn't do political. But I laugh at your comment. Thank you.
Yeah.
But that's a bit like Switzerland as well, where it's not like one party rules the country. It's a coalition. So they have 3 or 4 different parties, and they have a referendum every week to decide something.
Really?
In Switzerland, often. So how do you decide? But that's just a light-hearted look at government. So we try not to be too serious with governments and people running the country.
Love your lessons. Yeah.
Yeah, love your lessons. Thank you. Lovely that you are there watching.
I don't know.
I teach the kids of 3 and 4. Oh, how difficult. Oh, I can't imagine. I would think that would be very, very difficult. But fun. Lots of fun. I teach English to kids of 3 and 4 years old, but I don't know what kind of song can I do for them. I think it's got to be children's songs. Typical. I can't think of any at the moment, but when English or British children are growing up, you have nursery rhymes, like little stories, little songs for children. And like some off my head, Humpty Dumpty, Jack and Jill, the Grand Old Duke of York, things like that.
Email you might be able to give an answer.
Yeah, that children learn as a small child with their mum and dad. So maybe those kinds of songs that you must be able to find them on
Amazon.
Amazon, YouTube, all kinds of places, and use those just to have the language, because the language is simple and it practices the rhythm and stress. One of my videos on YouTube says, practice your English, learn your English through nursery rhymes. You think, what? Why do I want to learn English? By learning a children's funny little story. But it's the rhythm and stress. And that's the important thing with English. So try that. Try some, lovely little funny children's songs, nursery rhymes for kindergarten. Yeah. What's the slowest word in English that means you can't pronounce far? This must be. Is this a joke? Or is this like a riddle? The slowest word in England that you can't pronounce fast.
No idea.
No idea. Is this a joke? If you have an answer, please write it. Hello from the Philippines. Hello, Bulgaria. Thanks for joining us.
Brazil.
Hello from Brazil, from Georgia.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, this live is just a conversation. Yes, usually I teach English. Well, I do teach English. And most of the time on Sunday mornings it's grammar. It's grammar and vocabulary and pronunciation. But this is just a chance for you to hear a crazy English person speak natural spoken English. Nagging. Conversational. It's just fun. And we're just twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are high above the sky so bright, shining like something in the night. Those kinds of songs. And it's got the music to it. Da, 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 da. And that piece of music, that da, 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 is on all kinds of songs from all over the world. It's a German song, it's a Swiss song with different words. So
Sing
a song of sixpence, a pocket full of rye, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie.
You never sing that to me.
Oh, that's because you're not a little baby. But those kinds of songs, fabulous for 3 and 4 year olds, and it gets them into the rhythm of the language. Yeah.
London Bridge is falling down.
Another good one. London Bridge is falling down.
That's why everything takes longer in Switzerland.
Very good language. A tad longer.
Oh.
Very good vocabulary. Yeah, so everyone can oppose someone's ideas. Yeah, well, that's what makes the world go round.
Yeah.
It makes life interesting, I guess.
Thank you for your advice. That's good.
Yeah. Oh, hi from Paris.
Yeah.
Bonsoir. That's good evening, I think, in French.
Okay. Oh, no idea.
I think. When you speak, we learn.
That's
yeah,
the
true.
way.
Well, that's what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like,
You get used to the sound, as you said, and then become confident.
that's it. When I was teaching in my language school and other people's language schools in England and in Switzerland, it's 5 days a week, so every day you hear my voice. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Or, oh God, not Uncle Geoff again, always talking, but you hear the voice every day, and so you get used to the sound. And maybe on the first week you don't understand every word, but by the second, third, fourth, fifth week, then you get used to it, and it's easier, and then you can start really interacting and laughing and joking and having fun, and trying.
Hello from Brazil.
Hi Brazil.
British.
Some British what?
To watch for
I think that means series. I think it means series.
Yeah.
British series to watch for learning. TV series are difficult because again the language is so advanced. Movies, yeah. I would watch. If anything, I would watch old films where the language is more structured and clear to understand, because modern films, it's very fast, bad language, not so clear, and also the sound quality of some films is not so good, whereas old films, the sound quality, you can hear every sound of the word. And watch films about maybe a book that you've read. Harry Potter, for example. If you've read the book, you can watch the film. It's almost exactly the same.
But the book is very difficult to read.
The book is difficult to read because of vocabulary.
Yes.
There are lots of strange words. No,
follow
it is difficult. But maybe old films.
Sound of music.
And films with music and easy to follow stories. Sound of music. Old film, but lots of lovely songs, and it makes you happy and makes you sad. The King and I, a famous book, Anna and the King, made into a film, The King and I, with some famous 1960s, 50s, maybe late 50s, but again, some lovely songs, and it's a happy film, it's a sad film, but you can follow the story. Love Actually, happy and sad, and you can follow, you know what's happening in the story.
How about Mamma Mia?
Mamma Mia, the songs of ABBA. Watch the Mamma Mia film, the first one, with Meryl Streep and Pierce Brosnan. Again, happy and sad, the music is wonderful. You probably know all the songs, or you've heard them on the radio. So things like that will be a great idea. But some of the modern films,
not so
a bit
easy.
too difficult. They're not easy to understand.
24. I never understand the word that came from Jack Bauer.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Have you seen 24? That's a few years ago now. 10 years ago. With Jack Bauer. Wonderful. I love it. Absolutely loved it. And I've watched it. I binge watched. So, if you binge watch, you watch 5 episodes, one after 5 hours. You watch them all in 2 nights or whatever. But I loved it. But my wife, because she's from China, couldn't really understand A, the American English, B, he spoke very quickly. It's very difficult to understand. I'm Joe Bauer.
That's all I understood.
Give me the president. It's just really difficult to understand. So you need subtitles.
Yeah.
But there we are.
You always look great. I think when you were younger, you super handsome.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
I'm still quite handsome, but when I was younger...
You need your glasses if you haven't got your glasses on. I'm sorry.
When I was younger, I was super handsome and I had more hair.
Yeah.
But there we are.
My student like a tongue twister.
Yeah, tongue twisters. Peter picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Mm-hmm.
How many pecks of pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick?
吃葡萄不吐葡萄皮儿，不吃葡萄倒吐葡萄皮儿。
That's a Chinese one. So it's really good. So lots of different tongue twisters. Tongue twisters are fun. Yeah. Oh, and then some more children's songs. Oh, what was that one? Oh, bonsoir. Yeah. Good evening in French.
Burning orange and lemon.
Yeah. Old English children's songs.
So, yes, I need to watch advanced English.
Yeah. Monty Python for self-teaching. Oh, maybe yes, maybe no. But crazy Monty Python. But maybe difficult to understand. Maybe. I'm studying National 5 at the moment, but I need more practice for vocabulary.
Yeah.
Read as many English books as you can, but read books for your level of English. Don't read a book that's too difficult for you. If you can find, they call them graded readers. So if you are advanced level of English, the language is for advanced level students. If you are elementary, like a just above beginner, if you are an elementary student, the books are written for your level of English. Read lots of those books to build up your vocabulary. The worst thing about reading books is if it's too difficult, you always have to check a dictionary, and that's boring. That is horrible. So find a book for your level. The language is right for your level.
The King's Speech.
The King's Speech, that's a good film. Yeah, that was a good film. We like that. Wizard of Oz, yeah, again, songs in it. We're off to see the Wizard.
I watched
The Wire, very hard, yeah, indeed.
Which one did we see it?
We watched one or two, but found it too difficult to get into. And that's a native speaker. My wife isn't a native speaker, but her English is good. Fluent versus native-like. The difference between, a bit of both. If you are fluent in the language, then you are like a native speaker. But the native speaker has more of the language from the streets, from the area they grew up in. Fluent is knowing all the grammar, the vocabulary, and you can have a conversation like the politicians do on the TV news. Most of them are fluent. Not so much Boris, he's not very fluent in French or German, but a lot of the German and other nationalities, politicians, can speak very good English. So they are fluent in English, but they're not native speakers. If they came to London, Londoners, sorry, what, pardon? It wouldn't be quite the same. So as a native speaker, you get those real words from your time and era.
Chile.
Hi, Chile.
Barcelona.
Hi from Barcelona. Hola. Hola from Portugal. You're a what? You're a very good teacher. I like that person.
Which is better, reading or watch video?
Again, back to what I was saying before. Reading is good. Reading is good if it's a book at your level of English. Don't get a book that's too advanced. Don't go to a library to borrow a book because the language is for native speakers and it's much higher and you'll always have to check a dictionary, which becomes boring. Buy a book for your level, pre-intermediate, intermediate, whatever, and then the language is right for your level and you will learn much faster.
Harry Potter and
What was that about dictionary?
I just said dictionary, the same, isn't it?
Yeah. And also, if you get a dictionary for your level of English. If you are elementary, don't buy a dictionary for advanced. It's too difficult.
Harry Potter.
Can you get out of that bag in the back?
Where is it? Oh,
Down there's a dictionary. Just want to show you an English dictionary. As we're talking dictionaries, excuse me. Let me have a drink for a minute. Yeah, I think it's right at the very bottom of the bag. Okay. Have a two things. A minute ago, talking graded readers. This is Sherlock Holmes. It's back to front because it's TikTok, but Sherlock Holmes, and this is for intermediate. Let me turn it over. For intermediate student, intermediate, for people with about 1,700 words of English. But you can get books in different levels, beginner, elementary, pre-intermediate, upper intermediate, advanced. Get a book for your level. You can find them on Amazon or wherever. And at the back of the book, there are often, you read a chapter and there are questions at the back of the book to check your understanding of the story. And you don't have to look at every single word that you don't know. Get an idea, get a feeling for the meaning. That was that. Dictionaries. This one is, Oxford Essential Dictionary. Again, because it's TikTok, it's back to front. But this is for elementary and pre-intermediate. So, important things, 2,000 keywords, the important words. Different notes, pronunciation. This level of dictionary, elementary and pre-intermediate, you're just learning the structure. You're learning present continuous, past continuous, the simple tenses, This book, let me open it that way. It's full of pictures to help you understand what's in the helps you understand the word. In the middle of the book, there are colour. Let me find it. There are lots of colour pictures, things about the weather, things about sports and hobbies, meals, food and drink. So it's a dictionary for your level of English. Don't go for something too high. If it's advanced, you won't have lots of pictures. But again, it's difficult to show you on this because it's back to front. But you've got the phonetic, let me put it up to there, a picture of a fork. And you've got the sound, the phonetic sound, the sounds of English, f or k, the three sounds that make fork. So get a dictionary for your level and buy readers for your level. Best advice I can give. Harry Potter and the Chambers of Secrets. The Talented Mr. Ripley. Good books, good films. And if you've read the book, watch the movie. They're not always the same, but it'll give you an idea. A Christmas Carol, it is. Scrooge, and maybe watch the Muppets Christmas Carol, where it's a bit more fun with Kermit and Fozzie Bear. Kon-Tiki Expedition. I don't think I've read it, but I know I've heard of it. But it's a good idea to read. Read as much as you can because then you build up your vocabulary. But don't get a book that's too difficult.
Collins?
Or is that Collins Dictionary maybe? Yeah, this one is Oxford. But Oxford, Collins, Cambridge. They all make beginners dictionaries, beginners, readers. Longman, things like that. Learning the rules at first is a mistake. I agree to an extent. Because if you learn the rules, when I was at school and learning French in school, the teacher taught us the rules, but we couldn't make a sentence. You learn the rules, le, la, une, for different nouns, but are you making a conversation? Are you speaking? No, you're just learning vocabulary. Language teaching changed. And then you're later, And then you're learning sentences, you're learning situations, you're learning the language for that particular situation. And then you're making sentences rather than learning the rules. The rules come second. You first of all learn how to, can I have a bottle of water, please? You're not worried about, is it a modal auxiliary verb, can, have as the main verb. A bottle of water, nouns, uncountable. Who cares? It's not important. The important thing is that the person you are speaking to understands what you're saying. So if you say, me, bottle water, me, I understand. It's easy. I know you want a bottle of water. Later, can I have a bottle of water, please? Little, and you learn all of that later. A little baby, a small child learning English, doesn't say, oh, mummy, daddy, can I have a bottle of water, please? They say, mama, water. And mum and dad think, hey, baby wants a little bit of water. Okay, here's. And slowly but surely you learn the language and you make up the words and the sentences. So, learn the rules first? No. Not my best. You inspired me. Thank you very much. I hope. I always watch the news channel. That helps me. Yeah, the news is very difficult to understand, but you know the stories. You know what's happening around the world. So you can watch those news stories and get an idea, get a feeling, get a general understanding. Have you ever met a non-native speaker, a non-native speak British accent properly? Is it doable? How about a non-native speaker? No, there is usually always an accent of some kind, but that's quite nice because I like to hear a slight accent because you then think, oh, that person comes from another country, then you could ask. You could then have more of a conversation. Oh, where are you from? What do you do? Why did you come? But if the person speaks really, really fluent English with no accent, then you're just conversation, excuse me, just the basic interaction, and you don't want to know any more details. But if you hear an accent, then you...
Here in Portugal, it's lovely because you always hear people coming and going and, they're German.
That's true,
English, they're Swedish.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, here
Spanish.
In Portugal, it's lovely because you hear lots of different people speaking English and speaking their own language.
Irish, Canadian.
Yeah, and then you hear different accents. You meet different people. And then because it's Portugal and people love to live in Portugal because the weather is so nice, they're from all over the world. And you hear the different sounds of their voice. And so accent is quite nice. I quite like different accents and dialects. Many kisses from Greece. An amazing teacher. Thank you so much. A bit late here. That's okay. Better late than never. Who's that?
Nicole.
Oh, it's Nicole.
Yeah.
Hello, Nicole.
It's a bit late for Germany anyway.
Austria or Germany?
German.
You were on holiday in Austria. Yeah. Or no, was it southern Germany? It was southern Germany. Okay. But yeah. How is your leg, by the way?
Huh?
She's having rehab on her knee.
Oh, bless
How is your knee?
Oh, bless
We worry about you.
Yeah.
Hi, Nicole. Better late than never. We've been talking, we've been having mince pies, you missed everything.
Yeah.
But it's okay, no problem.
Do another one, another day. Keep walking.
Keep walking?
Or keep
Or do you mean keep working? Or keep...
Talking or walking?
Yeah.
Working.
Talking, walking or working? Which one do you mean? But hello Greece.
Always is easier USA.
Which is it, USA language or British or Britain? Difficult. I would say it depends where you think you will work or who you will have contact with in the future. If you will work with more American speakers, then try to listen and learn an American sound because the spelling of some words is different, the pronunciation is different, on some words. The vocabulary is different for some things. But if you think you will work more with British English speaking, Australia, Scotland, Canada, Canada, more American English as well. But if you think you'll be speaking with more British English people, then learn British English. Depends, but it doesn't matter which one, because British English watch and listen to lots of American songs, American movies, American TV shows. So we hear the American accent all the time.
So it's okay. Yeah. Thank you for all the likes.
Oh yeah, thank you again for all the likes and the roses and all things like that. It's lovely. Thank you.
Cheers from Spain.
Yeah, hi Spain again.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, so some nice comments. Let me have a little drink of water.
You've been talking for an hour and a half.
I always talk for so long.
It's nice to talk to everyone.
But it is nice. It's lovely to talk to everyone.
Yeah.
And we've had people from all around the world again tonight. 4,500 likes.
Yeah. Which British comedian do you like?
Oh, British comedian. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the current comedians around now, around the year 2000, 2010 to 2020. I think they shout. I don't find them funny. I watch some TV shows with British comedians, and I don't laugh. I just sit there. I mean, what? However, Billy Connolly, he doesn't do so much now because he's not very well. He's got Parkinson's disease, but Billy Connolly was so funny. And other comedians, again, from sort of kind of years gone by, where it's more funny stories. Now it's just stupid words and bad language. I'm not impressed. I don't like it.
Morocco.
Hello, Morocco.
Egypt.
And Egypt, thank you.
Nicole said we got a nice tree. Love the lighting.
Yeah. Can you see the Christmas tree in the background? Yeah, lights flashing. We do like to have a Christmas tree here in Portugal. We always have one in England, so we like it in Portugal as well. What? The two Ronnies. Again, very funny. Very clever writing. Ronnie Barker, the fatter one, had more, used to do most of the writing, and very funny stories, funny songs as well.
Did they have a perfect English then? That they just show nowadays people cannot write that good language?
That's a thought. Maybe it's education, because I'm sure they went to university and they studied maybe
English,
I don't know, studied comedy,
literature.
but they read lots. Their vocabulary is wonderful, and they can play with words. I'm not so sure that modern day comedians in the UK can do that.
Okay. Someone want to improve writing. How could you advise?
Improve my writing. Again, reading. I think reading is one of the big things that people miss. If you read more books, you will have more vocabulary, and so you can write better. You'll see the structure of the sentence. You can then sometimes copy that structure. Use the way they write a sentence. Oh, that'd be a good one to use later, and then either write it down, copy it, and then use it later. Change the words a little, but that structure, that you can do that through reading. You won't get that through speaking, because most speaking is pure conversation and little colloquial local expressions that won't help you in your formal writing, because writing should be formal. On your telephone and WhatsApp and things and text messages, it's short sentences. Grammar has gone from text messaging. Reading. If you're going to use writing formally,
I was told you can read a newspaper as a 14 years old native English. people. How can I say it?
Yeah.
I said I could read a newspaper.
Yeah.
And then the tutor said a normal 14 years old native speaker can read a newspaper. So you need to improve to do the medical study.
Yeah, good point. Because my wife studied medicine here in England. So she's from China, but she learned to speak English. Who was her teacher? Uncle Geoff.
Okay.
And then she went on to university to study medicine. What a good teacher
Oh yeah, thank
of
you
English
very much.
you must have had.
Yeah, I'm so glad having you. Okay.
Well, speaking of, we'll just go back to the two Ronnies for a moment. They had a wonderful sketch called Four Candles. And if you get a chance, ever, it's on YouTube somewhere, it's around.
It's so funny.
Watch the two Ronnies and Four Candles. You will love it. I think even if your English isn't very good, you will still love it. So try and find it when you finish today, or maybe during the week, some other time.
YouTube, yeah.
Look on YouTube. The two Ronnies, two Ronnies, Ronnie Barker, Ronnie Corbett, the two Ronnies, and the sketch, the funny little story, Four Candles. My wife is laughing because she knows what it's about.
Yeah.
But watch that if you get a chance.
Someone said good night.
Oh, okay, good night. Thank you for being there. See you again
Someone
another day.
need to improve the business language.
Yeah, business English, tricky. Again,
Depending what you use, really.
yeah. It depends. Do you work in the hotel industry? Do you work in finance? Do you work in engineering? Different areas you can get, or you can probably find a teacher. You can certainly get books for different business aspects, for different industries.
Yeah. Beautiful
So that's a good
traditional
idea.
tree. Beautiful traditional tree.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
What's your favorite football team?
Favorite football team is Chelsea, because I was born very close to the Chelsea Stadium, so that's really my home team. Some people like football clubs from different towns, but I was born in London. I grew up in London. That's where I live.
Okay.
In my youth, I had a pen pal from England. Yeah, nice. Again, people don't write anymore. It's so sad. Again, as you say, in your youth, when you were younger, you would write letters to someone in another country, and then you would write it on a nice piece of paper, put it in an envelope.
Did you have one?
Yeah, I had a pen pal in America.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And you go to the post office, get a stamp, put it on the letter, send it off, and then a week, 2 weeks later, you get a letter back, and then you open it up and read the letter. Oh, wow. Fabulous. But now, who writes letters? Nobody. It's just messaging.
Or gaming. What do you call that? Gaming.
Oh, online.
Xbox.
Like Xbox and things. You might be talking to someone, playing some killing game for someone from another country. Okay, but no, not for me.
So proud
Write a letter.
myself to be one of your students.
Thank you.
Thank you, doctor.
Thanks for being there. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Is it worth learning slang? Yes and no. Again, on TikTok, there are loads of videos saying, learn these slang expressions. No, please don't. It's a waste of time. Don't, or learn them to recognize them. Don't learn them to use them. Thank you. Because I know how a native speaker knows exactly how to use the different slang expressions. You know, the degree, how if not to make someone angry, not to make someone sad or happy, you know exactly the meaning of the different slang expressions. If you use them as a non-native speaker, there is a chance you will either sound stupid yourself. You'll make the other person angry, make the other person upset, all kinds of different reasons. So I would say learn them, recognize them, but don't use them yourself. Ignore them completely. It's a waste of time. Pointless.
You don't want to lower your social class.
Yes, and also, it's social class. If you want to work with business people, if you want to communicate with the boss of
The bank.
the bank, Google,
Whoever.
Microsoft, whatever, you're not going to say, "Hello, mate, how you doing? How's it going? Fancy a cup of tea? I went down a pub the other day, met a couple of birds." No, sorry. No one's going to understand you, and the language is pointless. Use the correct language in the correct situation, and slang expressions are not the right language for most situations.
Did you hear the still speaking?
No, I haven't yet. I'll listen out on the news. I haven't seen that. Thank you. What was that? I used to write. Yeah, again, everybody used to write letters. I think the only letters you get now are emails.
It's a bank.
Is it from the bank? That's about it now, isn't it? You only get emails, and some of those, the grammar is shocking.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the same in your country with your country's language, but some emails from English companies, banks,
Even the doctors.
the doctors, the language, the grammar is awful. So it makes you wonder.
Nicole said she loves your accent so much.
Thank you.
I did say thank you.
I miss England so much. Yeah. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
We miss England a little bit.
Yeah.
But the weather is so nice in Portugal.
So we love English accent.
Yeah.
So love it.
Yes, that's nice. That's some nice comments.
Yeah, we were talking about why did we like Gibraltar today, didn't we?
Yeah, earlier today we were thinking, because we went to Gibraltar for 6 months recently. The idea was to go there to live and work. But we went there. The weather wasn't quite as nice as Portugal. It was very English, very British. You could hear English everywhere. But then you can hear in Portugal, in the Algarve, you hear English everywhere. It was, Gibraltar was very English, very English, but it wasn't England. Do you know what I mean? It was strange. We were thinking, why? We liked it there, but there were some things we didn't like. Housing is very expensive. Housing, apartments are very small, but very, very expensive, but very small. Houses, if you want to buy a house or an apartment, they are very, very expensive in Gibraltar. So we thought, well, we'll just keep our house in England. We'll keep our house in Portugal. What? You have 2 houses, Uncle Geoff? Yeah. I've worked very hard. Sorry. My wife and I worked very hard. So Gibraltar wasn't quite right. And we were talking today, why isn't it quite right? And mostly it's accommodation and the weather. If it was England, it would be lovely. Yeah. Because Gibraltar is quite English, but it isn't England. The weather isn't as nice as Portugal. So we thought, okay, back to Portugal. We had to say bye-bye to Gibraltar.
Oh, worth visiting if anyone fancy a holiday there.
Yeah, it's a lovely place to visit, a lovely and good, much history in Gibraltar. Have you still family? Yeah, I've still got family in England. Yeah, my brothers, my sister, they all live in England. Yeah. How often do English people use dare and need as modal verbs? How often do we use it? Well, it depends on the situation. Old-fashioned use of dare, I dare say,
Oh, I hardly ever hear it.
But you hardly ever hear it.
Maybe the Queen used it.
The Queen, Boris perhaps, will use it. But again, but in everyday language, no. Need, yes. I think we use that a lot. I need to go to the doctor. I need a loaf of bread. We need some more milk. You need those words.
We do need milk tomorrow.
We do need milk. Let's go shopping tomorrow morning early. Go and buy some milk. But need, very common. Dare, not so much. I'm going to send my son to study English. Yeah, good. Which is the best school or institute? Difficult. Let me just move this table.
Your legs.
My legs are very long. I'm 1.96 tall. I'm quite tall, so it's very difficult. I have to keep stretching my legs sometimes. What was I saying? Oh yeah, schools, different towns, different schools. Most of my teaching was done in Bournemouth on the south coast. There are some very good schools in Bournemouth. I don't know any in London. There are some schools with big important names that sound as if they would be good schools. I'm not so sure. I'm not convinced. I would find a small school with a good reputation where the host families are checked and chosen by the school because they are good host families. If you go to a language school in London, I think you won't go to a host family. You probably rent an apartment yourself.
But as you always said, do not live with people who speak the same language. That's what, as a teacher's suggestion.
Yeah. Ideally, if you go to England to learn English, go stay with a host family, an English, native-speaking English host family. And they
older couple will be better.
And yeah, true. And ideally an older couple because they want to speak to you.
They retire, they're bored.
maybe bored and retired. But they want to speak to to younger people, to other people.
And they look after
and they will look after you. They will feed you well. They will teach you the language as well as the teacher in the school, and it will be a lovely relationship.
Sometimes,
and they will take you to places. Whereas if you go to London or you go to a school and stay on your own, or stay with students from your own country, you will only speak your own language. You won't speak so much English except in the classroom. And then you won't learn. It's a waste of money. Stay in your country and learn English online.
Don't you think that grammar makes learning more for no jobs?
Let me read that again. Don't you think that grammar organise learning more? You can't know jobs.
Otherwise,
with versus be. I'm not quite sure I follow the question. Don't you think that grammar organises learning? I mean, yes, you
don't need it.
Of course you do. When you're excuse me, when you're writing, if you're doing exams, and you need that structured language, you need to know that the adjective goes before the verb or the adverb goes after the verb. You need to know that. But when you're just learning, you don't need to know the rules. You just need to know the words.
It depends on what you want to learn. For example, if you want to get a good score in IELTS examination, which is a Cambridge thing for foreign students, then you have to learn the strategy for the exam rather than the real English. Because I know in China, they guarantee you get 8 or 8.5 in matter of months because they know what the examiners are looking for. But when you come to real study in the uni, you really need to have a good English. Otherwise, you won't pass your exams. So that's two different things, isn't it?
True. And the thing with IELTS and things like that is, as you say, it's you can learn the structure, the exact structure of the language. Yeah. But is that knowing the language? No, it isn't. Knowing the language is knowing what to say in all kinds of situations and speaking naturally in everyday situations. IELTS isn't like that. It's language designed to pass an exam to get a result. A 7.5, an 8 or whatever.
You need 7.5, and I think nowadays for a lot of subjects.
But you may have the language to pass the exam, but you won't have the language to communicate with everyday people. Yeah. It sounds strange, but it's true.
It's true, because one of my friend, Morgan, he couldn't speak a single word when he got to England. But in China, he was not PhD, he was postgraduate student. English level 6. He done TOEFL at 400 or something, but he couldn't say a word when he arrived in England. Only he could start talking when he started working in hospital. He had to start communicate with all the surgeons, and he got used to it, and he become very confident. But before that, he couldn't say a word. Even he know although he can read everything, but he couldn't say a word.
I had a student when I was teaching in Switzerland. I had one of my students was the boss of a big company in Switzerland, and he knew lots of vocabulary, he knew lots of grammar, he could open the grammar book, do all the exercises and get them all correct, but he couldn't communicate, he couldn't speak to me. Our lessons were purely open the book and say, hello, good morning, or good afternoon, how are you today? Fine, thank you. Grammar book, do the exercises, finish the hour, okay, bye, see you next week. But there was no feeling, no relationship, no communication, which is a shame.
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, hello. Regards from Libya, hi. You must have been loved by many girls.
Oh, yes.
Because you're tall, it's true.
We did have a little chat about this morning.
I am not tall, says that person. Who is that? I don't know, can't really see the name. Ashram. Maybe one or two girls liked me.
We're going to have a more discussion tonight. Some student from TikTok.
Let's change the subject.
Hello.
Hi, hello there. Thanks for joining us. It's lovely.
That's not.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's not so important in life. It's true.
Thank you. Could you please
explain briefly relative pronoun whom? Oh, there is a little lesson on YouTube, about three minutes long.
Did you have one?
Yeah, on who and whom. Thing is, we hardly ever use whom now. It's really old-fashioned. You will see it in Agatha Christie stories, you will see it in Charles Dickens stories, but nobody uses whom anymore. Yeah. The only time you will see whom is in the little sentence at the top of an important letter, to whom it may concern. And then, meaning this letter is for anybody and everybody that reads it. This is important. Like something will happen. To whom it may concern. Most people now, it's quite direct. Who do you want to speak to? We don't say, to whom do you want to speak? It's old-fashioned. No one says it. Who do you want to speak to? More direct. That's what people use. Don't you miss English food in Portugal? No. Why? Because you can buy English food in Portugal. There are British supermarkets. Because there are thousands of English people living in Portugal. Because the weather is nicer. They are older. They've retired. They maybe sold their house in England and they bought a house in Portugal. So they now live here. And because there are so many expats, we call them.
You call yourself?
I'm an expat, yeah, because I live in Portugal now. But my house is still in England and I have a house here, so I haven't sold everything. But because there are thousands of people, of English people living in Portugal, thousands and thousands, there are many English supermarkets. And so you can buy all the English food. So,
how can I improve listening? You are improving.
Yeah, you are improving. By listening to me today, you are improving your English listening. But yeah, watch Uncle Geoff videos and listen to as much English as you can.
How about the Salter in the UK special?
The what?
Salter course.
Could you tell me about the... Oh, Salter. Do you mean to teach English? Yeah, Salter to teach English? So, yeah. I think to teach English, I think it's like a 4-week course, and probably a few hundred, or maybe £1,000.
No, thousand. Thousands already.
I don't know how much it costs now.
About 10 years ago, about £1,000.
Yeah, you must go online and check. Celta. Go for the Cambridge Celta. Don't go for any others. Don't go for courses that say, "Oh, you can teach English in 4 weeks at our school."
They even have those courses in China for 3 months.
Yeah.
One of our teachers did it.
Yeah.
She did it in China.
Yeah. Go find a proper Cambridge Celta certificate in English, teaching adults. Find one of those and go to a proper school that teaches the Cambridge Celta. There are a couple in Bournemouth that were there when I was in Bournemouth. Very good, highly recommended. But that's the way to do it.
How are you from?
Check online.
It's from Israel.
Hi from Israel. Hi Israel. How can I improve listening? Yeah, listen to as much as you can. That's the important thing. Just listen to lots and lots of English.
How can I improve? Yeah. Greetings from
Chile. What is this here? What is what where?
Have you ever visited Greece?
This here is Uncle Geoff's Easy-Peasy English conversation class.
Have you ever visited Greece?
No, I haven't. No. Some friends of mine that I worked with at the BBC live in Greece or a Greek island, but I've never been to Greece. The best way to keep vocabulary in our minds, it's a difficult one. You just have to use it. Walk around your house talking to yourself. People will think you're a bit crazy, but that's okay. But when I was learning German, I used to walk around my house saying, "I would like to make a cup of tea," in German. "I would like a glass of water. Is it time to do the ironing?" And I would practice the sentences I learnt in the class. And I would try to practice the same sound, the intonation, the vocabulary. I would try to sound German when I spoke, just repeating those words and phrases. And slowly it becomes natural.
Yeah.
And then
I only remember medical words. I don't know any other words. All my books are.
Oh, your books are medical books.
All medical books.
Yeah. So.
So, for whom the bells toll.
Don't know. Yeah, for whom again, that old, famous old book and film, For Whom the Bell Tolls. I can't speak English. Watch Uncle Geoff's videos.
Okay. Do you know what?
We've answered that one. Best way to keep in your mind. Use it often. Repeat it. Do you know the Callan method? No, I don't. I think I've heard of it, but I'm not sure. No, I don't know it. When I was, no, I haven't. I've been learning it for the Callan. I'll look it up. I'll find it on Google.
Nico want to speak German with you.
So I can talk to you in German, Geoff. Okay. Ja, wir können auf Deutsch sprechen und du kannst mir auf Deutsch sprechen, ich kann dir auf Englisch sprechen.
Suddenly your voice lower when you speak German, if you notice that.
Does it go deeper?
What's that?
Hola from Buenos Aires. Hola. Hi, Buenos Aires. What's the best method? What, to learn English? again, listening and repeat the situations. When I was teaching English, and I still do the same thing, I think they called it the direct method. I think that's what they called it years ago, where you just look at the situation, find the language to get by in that situation, learn the words, learn the vocabulary for that situation, and then go from there. And then you learn, oh, the sun is shining today. You look out the window, blue sky, the sun is shining. Present continuous.
Mind the water.
Mind the water. Present continuous for things that are happening before now and after now. ING, temporary. The sun is shining. Later, it won't be shining because it will be nighttime. So it depends. Wunderbar. Danke. And hello from Algeria.
Quite international again tonight.
Again, very international again tonight, isn't it? Which is lovely.
Last Sunday we did.
Let me drink some water. Hang on a minute.
Last Sunday we had less Arabic students because you saw it's the F1.
Oh yeah, because the other, what was that, Sunday?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, Sunday evening. We were doing a little live conversation, and there weren't so many students, so many viewers from Arab-speaking countries, from Saudi. We thought, well, why not? And then we thought, Formula One. It was a Formula One. They were all watching Formula One on TV, so which is what we did afterwards. But and Lewis Hamilton lost. That was disgraceful, shocking, a complete stitch up by the other team. But there we are. Such is life. So funny. So funny. So yeah, hi to all those, the ones that are joining. Oh, have you seen one of our cats? This is hello, Lulu. This, can you see? This is Lulu.
I'm not a happy cat.
This is Lulu. Hello, Lulu. Hello. Do you speak English? Can you speak English, Lulu? Huh?
Yeah.
She says, yes, I can, Uncle Geoff. Yeah, can you speak English? Do you understand English and Chinese? Do you understand Portuguese? You're going to get down now? Okay, off you go. Bye-bye. That's Lulu.
I was a student in British Council in Algeria.
Oh, okay, yeah, in the British Council School. Well, again, the teaching in the British Council School is going to be very good.
It's late where I live, so sometimes to sleep. Good night, Alfie.
Okay, yeah.
Good night. Thank you for being with us.
Effie, yeah, okay.
Thank you for...
Yeah, sleep well and see you again another day.
Yeah.
Bye-bye for now.
You are the best.
Thank you so much. Lulu, yeah. Our cat is called Lulu.
Hi, Lulu.
Very beautiful, your wife. Well, quite nice.
Looks cute.
It's dangerous sitting here.
What?
Oh, no, nothing.
Okay. Oh, darling. It's
bye,
5
Effie.
to 10 o'clock. You've been talking the last 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
We started at 8.
It's like going to the gym.
Jim should take this away.
I haven't worked out my
mince
pie
belly,
and chocolate belly, but I have worked out I did a workout for my vocal cords.
Yeah. And then greeting from Germany.
Yeah.
Berlin.
From Berlin. Hi, Berlin.
To Berlin, have you?
Yeah, say again?
Have you been to Berlin?
I've been to Berlin a few times, yeah.
Gee.
Yeah, been to Berlin once or twice. Several times, actually. Lulu speaks cattish language. Yes, she does.
Yeah, bye. Have a nice dream.
Yeah, bye-bye.
What kind of breed of Lulu?
Is a British short hair.
She's not blue, she's lilac.
Yeah, she's a lilac colour.
British
short hair. We have another British short hair cat called Chelsea.
I wonder why.
He's the boy. And he is a blue. I mean, it's more a grey really, but the colour, the official colour is blue. So yeah.
Have you tried
to learn Chinese? Yes. Yes and no. Only a few words. My Chinese is rubbish. I only know a few words. But again, it's like anything. It's like here in Portugal, learning Portuguese. We speak it. My wife and I speak English together because that's how we met. And that's how we learned. That's how we communicated. Here in Portugal, everybody speaks English, so it's very difficult to learn Portuguese because if you start to speak in Portuguese, then they will speak back to you in English because they want to practice their English.
Yeah.
So it's nearly impossible to learn. And because we are quite lazy, we then continue in English.
Yeah. You can't say anything else over your wife.
You'll get into trouble. You're right. I have to be very careful. I'm always in trouble. Why do they teach us literature? Yeah, why? Well, I guess it's because it's something that you should do. But does it help you with your learning language? I don't think. No. Yes and no. Better is. Oh, it's a difficult thing, isn't it?
Depending on the country, education system.
Depending on the education system. I mean, if you want to communicate with everyday English, literature is a waste of time. But if you're going to study something in the future at university, then maybe you need to know some real books. Can I ask the name of your wife if it's allowed? Yes, it is. It's Wen. W-E-N. Wen. Or more Chinese. Wen.
When?
Wen. What's your favourite food? Mince pies and cream, chocolate.
Sausages, British sausages.
Yeah. Sausages.
Shortbread biscuits.
Shortbread biscuits.
All the unhealthy food.
All the unhealthy food. Typical English unhealthy food.
Here's my brother.
Oh, okay. I'm learning with my brother living in Bournemouth. Yeah, I love Bournemouth. We have a house in Poole, which is next door to Bournemouth. So Bournemouth is lovely town. It's changed a lot, I think, in recent years.
We were there last year, and then
we went back for a quick visit last year.
University students.
Yeah, lots of university accommodation in Bournemouth now. Lots.
Yeah.
What's your wife's background in terms of learning English or even other languages? Well, you speak Chinese, don't you?
Yeah.
And she's a doctor, a doctor of chiropractic. So studied medicine at university and nursing in China.
Yeah, in English, went to England to learn English. That was difficult time. And then
you didn't know any English when you first went to England, did you?
We were tricked into the England. They said that we only need to have a nursing certificate. We don't need to speak English. So hundreds Chinese nurses went to England that time in different schools. And then we all just suddenly found out we couldn't do anything.
So you couldn't get a job as a nurse?
No. And then my English got better, and I got quite good result in IELTS. That's after good couple of years.
Who was your teacher?
Oh yeah, Mr. Uncle Geoff.
Oh yeah, Uncle Geoff was Dr. Wen's teacher.
And then joined the university. Still feel very, very difficult the first year because all the medical words were Latin English, aren't they? Do you call Latin English?
Latin, yeah.
So for me, it's just another word. I haven't got a clue how to remember it. And then with time, the tutor keep repeating it. I go home, copying, read. And then I passed with quite good results. So that was hard 5 years.
Sure,
wasn't it?
yeah. But good there.
Yeah, but
did very well.
Did very well. Yeah.
Well, we missed a few comments. Let's go back.
I'm an English teacher, and I'd love to have you. Nice.
There's a comment further down about that that says a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It comes up in a minute, a bit further down.
Yeah, have you done
nice.
this? I'm an English teacher, and I love.
Yeah, but a bit further down, it'll come up again. Nice name. What, Geoff? Oh no, Wen. Okay. Why do we understand you easier than other British? Maybe because you speak with an RP accent. Partly, yeah, my accent is Yeah, London, Southeast England, received pronunciation. I worked for the BBC, so my speaking is
perfect English. And I have to say, Geoff's English is grammar perfect. If I make any grammar mistakes in my homework, I get told off for the whole day long. So if you send him a piece of writing, I tell you, he's a very serious teacher. He's not as nice as he looks right now. Okay, he's really, really serious for his writing in the grammar.
I do like grammar. Grammar is very important.
His subtitle, Grammar Perfect. Mr. Grammar Perfect.
Mr. Grammar Perfect Geoff.
Yes.
I'm an English teacher, and I'd love to have you join one of my classes. Yeah. Once I went when I was. I have some friends in Germany, and when I first got to know them, they were at school. They were teenagers in school. And I went to one of their classes, their English class in a German school. And so I'm in the class, and there's another class of students doing English. It was an English class. And they had to read some lines from a play in a book. And so in the typical at the time, the teacher gets different students to read different parts of a play. And then it was my turn to read my lines. So I read my lines in natural, normal, spoken English. And everybody went, oh wow, ha ha ha. And they all started laughing because they'd never heard natural, spoken, normal speed English before. They would speak with a German accent, like a little bit like that. And I would say, a line in the story, okay, let's go to the pub later on. And they thought that was hilarious. That was very funny.
Yeah, where is this teacher coming from? Can you tell us?
From? Where are you teaching?
Yeah, because nowadays the TikTok or whatever is so easy. If you want Geoff to join your class, you can just put him on your.
You can do a Zoom thing, can't you?
Yeah. So that would be easy.
I'll join your class one day.
Hello.
So where are you?
No, there isn't.
Where are you from?
Yeah.
Mr. or Mrs. English teacher?
Yeah.
Hello from Rio de Janeiro. Hi. That's the same comment again. Here from Rio. Yeah, same one again.
Yes. Wednesday. Need your but your wife pronounces for.
I need your accent.
Yeah.
But your wife's pronunciation to understand. What? And my accent and your pronunciation, a bit of a mix. Yeah. No problem. But again, it's listening, practicing, speaking.
I still got my Chinese accent.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can change.
No.
At least I went to England like a very young age.
Yeah.
So otherwise I couldn't change it. But I'm much better than most of my friends.
That's true.
Yeah, because most of my friends, as soon as they open their mouths, they're from China.
Yeah, your intonation, your speaking is a bit like mine. It's an up and down English, British sound.
Yeah, someone said online class. Yeah, that's what I mean. Tell us where you are. We might be able to arrange something from Brazil.
Yeah. And also, I teach English online.
Yeah.
Private lessons with students, so I'm very expensive, not really. But if you want to find out more, unclegeofenglish@gmail.com. Honduras, hi. Honduras, northeast of Brazil, yeah. Wow.
Watch an Indian movie.
I've watched an Indian movie on Netflix where they spoke English with a really heavy accent. I know, sometimes it's so difficult. The Indian English accent is sometimes very strong and very difficult to understand.
Do you know which one we struggled? It's the call center for the bank.
Oh, yeah, because lots of English banks have, you telephone for help, and the call center is usually in India. And so you're speaking to somebody in India when you telephone for help. And sometimes you just can't understand.
I can't do it.
Can you say that again? Sorry, again? One more time? You just have to give up. You can't understand. So difficult. And so funny as well sometimes. But
and people from Zimbabwe, their English difficult.
Yeah, Zimbabwe in Africa, they speak English very fast. And it's very difficult to understand. So, yeah, so it just depends. I teach in a public language school.
Yeah, you can connect.
Yeah.
And then you can stream
Yes, send an email to,
yeah.
you see at the top of the screen, Uncle Geoff English. Send me an email, unclegeofenglish@gmail.com.
Is it up there?
It's up there, I think. And if not up there, it might be somewhere there, but I think it... Oh, no, it's not there anymore, I don't think.
Is it not up there?
I doubt it. In a drawer.
Hey.
Oh yeah, so this is the TikTok version. That's me. Uncle Geoff's Easy-Peasy English. We're on Facebook, YouTube and TikTok. And the email is Uncle Geoff English. Oh, the L is missing from English.
Where?
Uncle Geoff English.
English. You have to do it again.
We'll print that out again later. Computers, rubbish. That should be...
Not the printer, you spelling one.
I can speak English, but I can't type English.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll throw that away. Uncle Geoff English at gmail.com.
Yeah.
I am from the southern part of Mexico.
Yeah.
Accent's different. Yeah, indeed. 1 hour
Good night,
back of
Nicole.
me. Time to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Was that Nicole?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Probably Friday afternoon, 4 o'clock, we'll have a little talk.
Yeah, might do another chat Friday afternoon.
Yeah. And then hopefully see you there.
Maybe Sunday as well, yeah. So sleep well, schlaf gut.
Yeah. Good night and sweet dreams.
Ja, bis später.
Yeah.
Tschüss.
And you're very cheerful to see you.
I am very cheerful to see your live stream again. Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, we're doing okay.
We're almost finished.
Yeah,
2
almost
hours.
finishing.
And was Chinese food your favorite when you got married?
Yes, Chinese food has always been a favorite of mine, even before I knew when. I would always eat Chinese food. In England, Chinese food is very popular. So, always.
Sleep well.
Very good.
Okay. Yeah, English is spelled wrong. Yeah, thank you for doing that.
I know, I'll do a new one tomorrow.
Yeah, hello. It's an Indian horror movie.
Where they had to do...
Ghost in the...
Oh my goodness, yeah. All good fun.
Hello, Jeff. Hello, Mr. Bin.
Hi.
Listen to you. So,
is it significant to use sophisticated words in speaking? No, actually. You'll find that in English now, more colloquial, more everyday language is finding its way into official emails and business letters. If you write business letters, it's not quite so. You don't need sophisticated English, and often it's disappearing. Again, language changes, doesn't it? Over time, language changes, or we will be speaking English like they did in Charles Dickens' time, Victorian time. So language changes. So no, I don't think you need to use sophisticated words in speaking. Sometimes, if your language is too sophisticated, it sounds as if you are trying to be superior. You're trying to be better than the person you are talking to. And that would make them feel a bit uncomfortable. So best to use as much everyday language as possible.
Yeah.
So I would say no to that question. How would you explain sustainable development to your students? I don't think I would. I wouldn't explain sustainable development. So that what you're talking about, like wind power, building things that don't use so much carbon. The language, I guess, will be quite difficult, quite advanced. So maybe your students are quite advanced. It might be, again, a good idea to look online to find material that you can adapt or use in some way, I guess.
Okay. I think...
Do you think it's time to...
Yeah, you've been talking for 2 hours.
To have a rest now.
15 minutes.
Unbelievable.
I think we have to call off the day tonight.
Yes, I think we need a nice hot cup of tea now to soothe Uncle Geoff's throat. Yeah, thank you for being with us tonight for our little conversation. We'll try and do something again,
Friday.
Maybe on Friday afternoon, UK time, 4 o'clock. Otherwise, a grammar lesson on Sunday morning.
Not very heavy because that's before Christmas.
Oh, yeah. An easy-peasy grammar lesson on Sunday and maybe a chat Friday.
Yeah.
Friday afternoon. Sounds good?
That's a way to improve your listening.
Indeed. The best way. Thanks for a lovely evening with Uncle Geoff and Wifey.
Sleep well, everyone.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us and see you next time on Uncle Geoff's Easy-Peasy English. Night-night. Bye-bye. Sleep well.
Bye-bye.